So I did my practicum on Haida Gwaii in Sandspit, BC. There were 24 students in the entire school. My class had 14 students and it was a grades 4 to 7. The school was called Agnes L. Mathers Elementary School. The town has about 250 to 300 people. I grew up in cities, and so it was definitely a big change for me. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, in a pretty big city, and then moved to Vancouver. So not used to the small town life at all, not used to everyone knowing me. It was definitely quite a change. Being in a multi-age class was definitely a challenge for me. It was a new experience for sure. I didn't really know how to go about doing it. I wasn't sure how to make sure that my younger students and my older students were experiencing the same content at the same kind of rigor. But I think the biggest learning I had over it was just that building relationships with students and kind of understanding the community can get you through even a challenging class, like a multi-age classroom with 4 different grades in one. I think that the relationships I built and kind of getting to know the community and what people value there was the most important thing that I did, and it really taught me about creating classroom community and how that might even be more impactful than the lessons that I'm giving. The Haida people have a huge impact and kind of vast spread over Haida Gwaii, and while I was there, the Haida people had regained land title of Haida Gwaii, which is really exciting. And it was just overall lots of excitement in the air, lots of celebrations were going on, and we embedded, me and the teaching team, my 2 mentor teachers, really embedded a lot of the Haida culture into our day-to-day lessons and just kind of experiences. And I think being there like really shifted my mindset on why this is so important and the work that we do is so meaningful. I would have never thought that I would live on Haida Gwaii for a little bit. I've always wanted to go, but it was never somewhere that I just easily could move to. It's very remote, it's on an island, it's expensive to get to, it's a really small community, so you kind of have to know someone, or you don't have to, but it would be a lot easier to know someone if you go. And this gave me the opportunity to move somewhere that I've always wanted to go but never thought I would. And it was really great. And not only did it let me live in a really cool place for a while and like experience really new situations and meet really great people, but it also kind of opened my eyes to the fact that I really like working in small towns and specifically small schools. I'm really big on like building connections with students, and it was really, I don't want to say it was easier to do it, but it was definitely different. But once the connections were built, it felt like they were so much stronger than when I was in larger schools, because you'd see these kids every day. Like outside of school, I would walk by my students constantly, and I knew their families, and like I was part of the community rather than just like teaching students, and that was really awesome. And I would definitely consider going back to a northern community and living and working there, just because it was great. I got to feel like I was really part of something in the community.